This one has to be an all-timer. I don't think I have been ever more disgusted in any of the teams I root for more than I am of the San Francisco Giants right now. For those not informed of this breaking news, John Heyman, yes, that same John Heyman behind Arson Judge, has reported that Carlos Correa will now be a New York Met on the same 13-year contract that the San Francisco Giants were ready to sign him to a week ago. Apparently, same day as Carlos Correa's introductory press conference, the New York Mets will be signing away the former All-Star shortstop. Former World Series champion, Carlos Correa. I mentioned about 270, 280 hitter, 20, 25 home runs, somewhere in that range. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what the stat line is. He was someone that the Giants needed. He was a bona fide star. He was someone that the Giants needed up the middle of their diamond for the next 10 years, for the next decade, because I don't know if the young guys are going to do it. I know Farhan's been selling us this promise to the young guys. Marco Luciano, who knows? Hearing he's dealing with back issues. Who knows if he's a shortstop of the future? Hunter Bishop, Joey Bart, all these guys are getting sold on. No, I don't think I've seen a team mess up an offseason as badly as the San Francisco Giants have. I fire them all. Farhan, Kapler. I know you can't fire Larry Bear, but what is going on? This organization has completely lost its way. This is not the same San Francisco Giants franchise that I was cheering for during each of their World Series runs. They have completely changed the mindset. Brian Sabian is no longer in that front office. That's the obvious thing. Brian Sabian is not out there, aggressiveness, making the moves. This is an absolutely disgusting situation right now. And I'm livid. I feel physically disgusted by what the San Francisco Giants are now. They're Moneyball without the excitement or the awe. Yeah, we had the 107-win season. But you know what? The 107-win season's old news. Want to know why it's old news? Because the Dodgers and Padres keep pushing it further and further on the back burner. You have the Padres out there saying, we already have Fernando Tatis. We already have Manny Machado. You know what we can also use? Let's go get Juan Soto. Let's go out there and get Xander Bogaerts. The Dodgers re-signing Kershaw, JD Martinez. Yeah, they're not doing exciting things right now. But a couple years ago, trading for Mookie Betts to help them, even though I think it's a fraudulent ring, to help them win a World Series championship. That's what the Dodgers are doing. That's what the Padres are doing. Diamondbacks, I don't know. I feel like they're on the come up. Rockies, yeah, okay, we can laugh at the Rockies. But regardless, what are the Giants doing? How are they putting butts in seats? Mitch Haniger? Sean Manaea? I love Logan Webb as much as the next guy, but he's not putting butts in seats. Brandon Crawford's on his way out. The reason you signed Carlos Correa, shortstop of the future, shortstop of the past, shortstop of your World Series runs, Brandon Crawford, he's on the way out. Again, I love Brandon Crawford. He's done. Brandon Belt, gone in free agency, wherever he ends up. He'll probably end up on the Giants again at this rate. Yastrzemski's not moving the needle for me. Lamont Wade Jr. is not moving the needle for me. I'm worried if Joey Bart's a 4A player. I don't even know if he's a major leaguer. I hope he is. Certainly was drafted high enough. He needs to be better than what he has been so far. He's not Buster Posey. That's what I can tell you right now. Today, he's not Buster Posey. Will he ever become Buster Posey? It's kind of hard to become a Hall of Fame player, but if you're drafted in the first round, you're drafted as high as the Giants drafted Joey Bart, you kind of want Buster Posey. You kind of want to be Buster Posey. You kind of want to be able to build a lineup around him that could at least insulate him and make him feel better, make any of the young prospects, young bats coming up feel better being part of this team. If it wasn't Aaron Judge, it was going to be another one. And we're looking ahead now. I understand frugality. I understand being smart with how you allocate money. You had to make this happen, and you just let it slip through your fingers. Once, maybe a mistake, accident, stuff happens. But this is a trend. You know the phrase, we didn't get the rose, that was popular in 2016, I believe it was the John Lester pursuit in free agency. Again, We didn't get the rose. We haven't gotten the whole damn bouquet for years now. Years. Is it California state taxes? Tell that to the Dodgers. Tell that to the Padres. Tell that any of the players that signed there. I don't think it's the taxes, guys. Is it the ballpark? Well, they moved the field in. People seem to be hitting home runs now. A couple of years ago, during the 107 win year, the Giants were one of the best home run hitting teams in the league. Didn't have a great individual hitter, but they were hitting home runs. If you're a power hitter, you can hit it out of the Giants ballpark. In fact, if you look at the spray chart for Carlos Correa and the home runs in his career, a lot of those home runs outside of AT&T Park. I'm going to call it AT&T Park. I know it's Oracle now, but I'm still learning, guys. I'm still transitioning from the old era. There's some of our fan base still calls it SBC. So bear with me. It's disgusting. I'm disgusted. How did this happen? This is my most genuine reaction I've ever had on one of these videos. And it's because I care so much about the Giants. When I think about my fanhoods, when I think about the 49ers, when I think about the Celtics, no franchise have I been more attached to than the Giants, because I became a fan of them when they were really bad. Back end, Barry Bonds, the in-between years when Matt Cain was struggling and Tim Lincecum still had yet to debut, really. And to see them turn around and win those World Series rings meant a lot to me. And then after 2016, after the blown ninth inning, Derek Law, Bochy mismanaging the pen, we had those dark years. And 2021 felt really good. That year we put it all together. But then you lose Buster. Then Belt and Crawford take the obvious step back that we were expecting. Camilo Duvall's not going to do it for us, in terms of navigating people to want to be a fan of this team. Hell, can he even get in the game? Are the Giants going to win enough games for Camilo Duvall to be an impact closer in Major League Baseball? It's more likely they trade him. Bad teams don't need a great closer. Bad teams usually don't get to keep their stars for very long. The Giants are turning into a bad team. They might be closer to 5th place in the NL West than they are closer to 1st place. And that is a sad realization as I look at it today. And I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping that maybe this is one of those takes that ages poorly. The Giants players rally behind it, and I see it flooded across my timeline. How wrong were you? You didn't believe in this team. You didn't believe in Mitch Haniger. You didn't believe in Sean Manaea. I don't think it's going to happen. You're going to throw out Disco as your number 2 starter to begin the year. You've missed on Rodon. You missed on Rodon. You couldn't even convince Carlos Rodon, who was in your building, to stay. You can't convince Chris Bryant, who was in your building, to stay. The Giants are in a dark place right now, and I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. This is going to be a long time before the Giants are relevant again, and it's really, really sad to say. Get rid of the front office. You just have to move on. I loved Farhan for his day trading at the beginning of his regime, but we move beyond that. We are the worst version of the Oakland A's in terms of excitement and being able to do this whole money ball system. We're not doing it right. We gotta move on. What do we got? Platoon guys, an average rotation, a mid bullpen, a manager that some of our fan base still doesn't even like. It's nothing to root for on this team right now. I don't know if I'm going to be spending my money on it this season. Anyway, guys, if you're a Giants fan, let me know how you're feeling right now. Probably feeling a lot like me. Maybe you're just a Major League Baseball fan, Dodgers fan, Mets fan who's just coming to dance on my grave. I can respect it. I understand it. Leave a like on the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel anyway. Comment below any and all thoughts on this tragic news. From Juju, Juju's the name here. Stay safe, happy, and healthy. I'll see you on the next one. Merry Christmas.